Hey folks, and welcome back to Rustic Waters. So, last time you saw me, you were in this room. But room's looking a little more cramped now, isn't it? That's because I have done a whole bunch of preliminary creative work. So let's go for a little tour. Behind me, we have extended out. As a part of doing this work, by the way, I have had to destroy 3 of the hub key blocks, and the reason for that is I don't think the hub key stuff is actually going to work for the build I have in mind. But you've seen how they work, so I guess that's that. Because they're all the same, they're all exactly the same. So this room has that pressurized fluid conduit we got from a treasure chest I've put to work. We've got the water pump here with a block of water underneath that, and it's just pulling up water, and then the water's going into a tank which has 10,000 water in it, and then I've just got and made a new golden bucket, which is 10 golden plates in a funnel, and that one has purified water in it, and then we have purified water in here, and then every 4 buckets or so we pop that out there, take some water, put it in the furnace, yada yada, right? And then that's still got a normal bucket in there as well, filling with purified water. I've then also got the sluices up here. Also done some preliminary creative work here, and they lead into each other, and we've got hoppers leading into a crate and hoppers leading into a crate. The storage crates are really easy to make. They are the same good old recipe of treated wood planks, so no problem there. So whenever these sluices get used, the items that appear above each of these spots, they immediately go into the hoppers, or they immediately start going into the hoppers because of the way that hoppers work, and they take items one by one. We then have one large corridor down the, I guess, main hall. This about here is where the old moon pool used to be, which I've completely removed. And actually no, it would probably be a bit further up here, because I have extended this out this way. Right in front of me, this block here is probably where the old glass wall on the back of the area was, and then I've extended it out that way. So the key probably would have been here. So we got these two large, okay, they're not that large, but they're large in the aspect of a submarine. 2 large rooms in the back here now. And then we've got stairs up to the 2nd floor, which has the coke oven and the blast furnace. And as you can see, we've already got 7 blocks of steel. Obviously, the 2nd floor is a bit of a work in progress and looks more like what we used to. We've got wooden planks up there to indicate the next floor up. And an elevator, which should probably be removed because we don't have the elevator down here anymore, so it's perfectly useless. I've done a tiny bit of chisel work to create these kind of bar lanterns, because otherwise we don't have any kind of space-saving nautical lights, like any cage lanterns or anything like that, so I've created these kind of bar ones. These actually don't provide any of the light that's in here, because there isn't enough light pixels. The way that chisels and bits lights work is that a percentage of the total block space equals the power of the light itself. So instead, behind them, I've actually created these other blocks here, which have quite a bit of sea lantern in them. So that's good. What else? Right, and the submersible space is a lot thinner now. I've taken 2 from each side, and well, I've brought it in 2 from each side. So this wall here used to be 2 more blocks out that way, and same with here, which is why it's such a cramped space now, which is what I was kind of hoping for. And And our Remy is standing on top of a hopper now. Getting this rat on top of this hopper was so difficult, but I did it. The way that I ended up doing it was I just stood here with the rat set to collect. I won't change any of his settings now, sorry, but there's like a collect mode that you can put them in here, and I just stood there throwing items at the hopper, because every time a item would be in the air before it was picked up by the hopper, the rat would approach it, and so bit by bit he kind of came across the floor and then up onto the hopper, and here he shall remain, because he'll put plates and stuff into here if we want him to. So, and I've also been refining some more metals and stuff and collecting things, but today we should get on with some quests. Obviously, by the way, this is the old room. Well, this is the old expansion. That is obviously the old room. This is the old expansion, and this will get the same treatment that that got. And this is the new moon pool with the strainers underneath, and we'll find a proper thing to do here with the strainers so that there's not just this weird prismarine platform underneath the sub. But this is what it's starting to look like from the outside. You know, it doesn't have much of a shape yet, but it will. Eventually it'll be sub-like, I will guarantee it. But I think that will do for the walk through the base so far, and we will get on with what we can do today. So we're kinda at the point where we have created steel. So what did you suggest after I made steel? Get your auto sluice and steel production. Well, I don't want to work on the auto sluice just yet, but I do have an idea of how I want to do that. Once you can make steel, you can make your submarine. Ah, can I? Seamoth. I can, but it'll take some stuff. Ah, we need modularium, which means we're gonna need Constantin thrown into destabilized redstone. How would we get destabilized redstone at this stage? Redstone and purified water. Okay. Because I think the other reason we need to get into modularium is... Where are you? Here. She's a brick house. We want to make carbonite bricks, that's fine. To actually get those going, we need 2 stacks of carbonite for that. Start cooking and then I'll get you some more charcoal. Actually really glad I made some carbonite before the start of the episode, because I wasn't expecting to need to do that just yet, but we only have 4 left. What else? So once we have that, so I guess we can start on making the destabilized redstone, because we're going to have it anyway. So I'm going to do 4, because what I can do is I can use both of these golden buckets. Do I have some slabs laying around? I'm going to do that. I'm going to come upstairs. Actually, we'll go out here. A lot more room to faff about here. Okay, so 1 bucket of purified water, 1 redstone, destabilized, great. And we just do that 4 times. Which will give us 4 buckets of destabilized redstone. Thank you very much. And that will allow me to throw 4 blocks of oh, okay, well, I'm going to have to put this back, aren't I? I actually also made some Constantin, because I had this plan between episodes that I was going to make a immersive engineering plate press, but that is a stupid idea on reflection, because I don't have any form of energy creation, so I ended up making Constantin for no reason. However, now it has a purpose, so that's great. Also, the Constantin was the wrong thing in the first place, because for some reason I thought the press required a light engineering block. It actually requires a heavy engineering block, which does not require Constantin. It requires lead and steel. Cool. Alright, we have 36 modularium, which I'm sure will come in handy very, very shortly. But are you done? Whoops. You're not quite done. I'll be back once I have all the bricks. Alright, Caymanite brick. So, ooh, hang on. 2x2. But it's also done in a blacksmithing table, apparently. Fair enough. With a trowel. Yep. And the trowel broke. That's okay. We'll just take a tenner out of our wallet and buy a new trowel, because who has time to make a trowel, am I right? And we have money, so we may as well use it. Ooh, we can't even buy a trowel. Well, that sucks. We do have enough steel that we could be a little irresponsible and make a steel trowel. I may as well. There we go. We also want to use like 27 of you. I'm sure trowel will be 2. Excuse me, Remy, can you platify those for me? You are platifying them, right? Yes. So what Remy is going to do is going to platify them, turning them into a thing. Yep. Those are the words that I'm going for. Turning our blast furnace into a upgraded blast furnace, so that we can move that along. Where am I going? Wrong room. I'm all over the place today, guys. But I am really enjoying this, so, you know. She's a brick house. Awesome. I actually only needed half as much. I didn't realize I was getting twice as many bricks for the recipe, but that's cool. I'll take night vision. It's way more useful in this instance. Oh. We need 96 modularium to keep going with that one. And I was looking in the wrong spot. 16 carbonate plate. Alright. What did we actually get from that? Right. Night vision potion. Duh. But we can start with this. You know what? We could probably actually make the Seamoth today if we just go all out. Because it's going to be... the hardest parts are going to be the thrusters, the hang gliders, and the machine controller. And LV capacitor. The LV capacitor is actually going to be the hardest because it's the most complex, but it ain't nothing, right? So we're just going to need a lot of solder, and there's a quest in here to make solder. Here it is. Navigating JEI can prove to be challenging in a pack with this many custom recipes. Remember to check every tab at the top of the GUI before you come to the conclusion that you can't craft something with your current level of technology. Some recipes like molten solder are crafted directly in a bucket, so make sure that the recipe when viewing JEI. Cool. So we want solder wire though, which is solder blend, and that's 2 lead and tin in a chemistry table. Nice. The problem with that is we have to do it in the grinder, which is slow. So I'll be back. Okay. 12 lead. Hey. And that gets us 12 solder blend, which isn't a lot. But then we smelt that up into soldering wire. Okay, so we have 12 soldering wire, which I wonder if that is going to be anywhere enough for the Seamoth. Hang on, we can check. So you're going to be 1 bucket on your own. You're going to be 200, so 400. You're going to be at 250, so 900, so we're almost at 2 buckets. You don't require any. You require another 500, so we're at 2.4. Okay, so 2.4 buckets of solder. So we actually almost have enough. We'd need to make a third. Which I put 12 in before. So I'm going to do the same again, as we may as well have more than we need, as the quest book suggests, but for now we won't actually make it. You're in the engineering table. These, please. Thanks. So, where do we start with the Seamoth though? Let's start with the machine controller. 2 buttons and a wiring kit, aluminum wire. Well, funny thing, I was just making... No, that's Invar. That Invar is used for something. I can't remember what I had planned to do with it. I think it was to make another fluid tank, because I have a fluid tank upstairs. But we're going to ignore that for now. Let's grab some... Oh, I guess I have not actually smelted any aluminum. Bad for me. As usual, my 2IC Remy helping me out here. Let's make 9 wiring kits, because we're going to need more than 1. So for that, we got that, we want that, and 2 buttons. So somewhere around here, that, and a couple of bits of stone. 2 buttons. Button, who's got the button? Engineering table, as it turns out. Okay, so that's major creation 1 down. For hang gliders, we need 7 plates of aluminium. So we need 14. Thank you, Remy. And we'll put these in here. Oh, I did have a tiny bit of aluminium, but never mind. What else can we get going while Remy's doing that for us? Oh look, I did not actually intend this at all, but we have the exact amount of Invar plates we're going to need for the thrusters, so that's chill. And then 2 steel things. So we need metal fasteners, which I know how to make, and 8 steel plates, which we already have. However, I've made a very specific amount of steel plates for the blast furnace, so we're just going to take 8 here. Wait for Remy. Remy is doing a lot of work today, but metal fasteners are easy. We need 4, so we'll take 2. Put 2 iron in here, 2 iron rods. We put 2 iron rods in here. With the hammer, we get 4 metal fasteners. And then, like that, we get 4. I take 8 plates. So that was you. Those are handled, and then we need flint and steel, which I have one unharmed here, and then an iron and a flint. Good old unchanged recipe. Thank you very much. So that's the thrusters handled, and they are in the engineering table. So we will bucket those in. Make 2 thrusters. No, we won't. Why not? Solder cutters. Ah, my cutters are basically broken. Okay. Let's grab a couple more bits of steel. A singular piece of string and 2 sticks. We'll make some steel cutters. I think I could buy cutters, but I'm already created my own before I thought of that. Now why? Oh, because you're using the damaged flint and steel. Okay, 2 thrusters. Man, this Seamoth is going to be easy. I'd like to just litter the ocean, thanks very much. No, damn it. I'll just make a new one. So we got that, got those. Now, Remy's probably done with the plates. You are, you beautiful creature. So these go like this. Oh. I should pay attention to recipes more. We have now 7 plates that I didn't need. But that's chill. Seamoth, 2 carbonite levers. So I can only make 4. Hang on. Carbonite plate. Oh, blacksmith. Have the perfect amount of carbonite. How about that? No, I have twice as much carbonite. Pay attention to recipes, everyone. This is how much fun I have when I'm actually into the pack. I get so into it that I kind of stop paying attention because I'm so excited. And again, pay attention to recipes. We didn't need to make all those carbonite levers. We have now. So the theme of this episode is pay attention to recipes. That's all I'm getting from this. So the LV, you're going to need a copper coil. So that is going to be 8 of you plated up. Thank you, Remy, my beautiful, beautiful boy. And then we're going to need another 4 because we need you to make some copper sheet metal, or I'm going to make some copper sheet metal from the work that you do. And then we need 8 treated wood planks, 6 redstone. And how you doing, buddy? Good enough for the sheet metal, so that's what we'll do. it's going to be the blacksmith in it. In it. No. Cheat. Oh, more solder. And solder in the blacksmith this time. Okay. That was 3 buckets of purified water I just wasted, but oh well. And now we can't move that back over to the engineering table because it's not a bucket's worth. However, we do have sheet metal we require. So, and then 6 lead plates. Thank you, Remy. Please work on these. It's so nice having a helper, you know? Just trying his darndest to really make the submarine work. And I cannot thank him enough. Because it's lonely in this sub, you know? It's nice to have somebody to talk to. And we have everything. Thank you, my friend. Doing it. Except we don't have enough solder, because the solder's in the other thing. I have this to make. Okay. I need 2 more buckets. This goes like that. Right. Big deal. So now I think I just need the steel plates. Yes. Are here. It voila. We need more solder. Seamoth. We've done it. We've done it. Now have water-based freedom for travel. Water-based freedom for travel. I can speak good. Okay, so Seamoth. Let's drop you in here. Good. You can live right there for now because I'm gonna sleep because it's very dark underwater right now. Still pretty dark. But we now have a Seamoth. How to forward? How forward in Seamoth? Options, controls, Seamoth. Oh, diving. Category, dive down. Don't know how to use a Seamoth. It's not the usual movement keys, which I find very strange. Oh, we have no energy, which I do believe I was lied to. Right? Because didn't it say that no, it said that the batteries are created charged. And I think I know how to make battery. Small battery. No, battery. 2 acid mushrooms and copper ore. So I'd need to go dive in to find that copper ore. Why don't we do exactly that? Get the old bow on the hotbar, just in case any sea life decides to mess with us. Right, perfect. Hello. You're exactly what I wanted to see. Thank you very much for being right there. Calciprite. Okay, so got plenty of different ore types down here, and lead ore. May as well grab it while we're here. Just swim back up. I will not end this episode until we have a functioning Seamoth. I think it said we could use Calciprite. I did get those acid mushrooms at some point. Oh, there they are. Pick them up off the ocean floor when we went meteor hunting. Battery. Cool. And running out of room everywhere again. So that's a thing. Have a battery. Have it. Have the... Why will you not take my battery? Yeah, but... Better diving. You're also from better diving. Why you no take battery? Take it. Take the battery. You cruel, cruel thing. That's Magneticraft. They're both Magneticraft. What am I missing here, guys? Is there a quest to make the Seamoth? It probably is. Somewhere. Magma Crucible. Take to the skis. Claim that while we're here, we get some money out of it. Nice. Seamoth? Why can't I put a battery in my Seamoth? For real though. I'm gonna do a test. Because maybe I'm not understanding things properly. Do I need to shift right click you or something first? Nope. I'm gonna get this small battery and this medium battery. Can I put you in there? Can I put you in there? No. I think in... Yeah, I think that's the problem. We need power cells. I just used my Subnautica knowledge and remembered that the Seamoth is not powered on batteries, it's powered on power cells. So a power cell is totally doable right now. How about that? And we actually have 7 aluminium plates. Again, totally by accident. So that plus that. Power cell. Okay. So I don't know what we need the battery for. But power cell. Seriously? Okay, there we go. And right as I'm about to have fun in my Seamoth, a shark shows up. And somehow I didn't have prismarine arrows on me. Excuse me, Mr. Shark, I'll be right with you. I'm also going to have some apple juice, because I need fruit. Here we go. Okay, buddy, pal, where are you? Where'd you go? For real though. Ah, there you are, hello. Murdered. So, now I can have fun in my Seamoth? Yeah! Zoom! Cool! Okay, well, we know what we're doing next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!